afternoon. Let's have a discussion this afternoon, y'all. Hold on a second. All right. Yeah, y'all, we ready to have this discussion, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss. Let's discuss. I've been wanting to talk about this topic for quite a while, but for whatever reason, I've been taking my time on it. I don't know why. I probably should have been did it. That's my twin right there. Put my twin in the back. That's my twin in them. That's my twin in them, y'all. So listen. Again, I've been wanting to have this discussion for a long time, and we're going to talk about it today, like right now, right now. Angel B, welcome, welcome. How you doing this afternoon, girl? How you doing? I want to talk about this because, okay, so for starters, what I'm going to talk about is the key differences between the two. The key differences between the two, right? So if you feel as though you're confident, that means you have self-assurance about yourself, which is good. You build others up. Which is good. You're calm and you're grounded, which is good. And you have inner belief. If you feel as though you're cocky, that means you exude arrogance. You possibly be putting others down. You're braggy and you're defensive. So those are the key differences between the two. Confident, self-assurance, builds others up. You're calm and you're grounded. And you have inner belief, right? Cocky is arrogance. You can put others down. You're bragging and you're defensive. And you're outer posturing, right? Okay, so Angel, I'm doing well. Hi, Piper Bach, welcome. Hey, Life with T76, how you doing? Hey, Bree, how y'all doing? So we're talking about being cocky or confident, having confidence within yourself, right? So we're talking about today. I've been wanting to talk about this subject for a long time, but we're here now. Okay, so the layman's term definition of confidence is believing in your abilities without putting others down. Hold up. I'm sorry, y'all had a phone call. I'm good. How about you? Yeah, I won't complain, Bree. I won't complain. Okay, now back to what I was saying, y'all. So the definition of being confident is believing in your abilities without putting others down. The traits of someone being confident are humble but self-assured. You're open to feedback and growth. Respects others' opinions and successes. Doesn't need consistent validation. Inspires and uplifts others. And a great example of that is, I know I worked hard on this and I'm proud of how far I've come. That's an example of being confident. Hey, Chevy Addict, how you doing this evening? Okay, the definition of cocky is, y'all, Overestimating your abilities in a way that can come off as arrogant or dismissive. Again, if you consider yourself cocky, you be overestimating your abilities in a way that can come off as arrogant or dismissive. Okay? I'm good. That's good, Chevy. All right. So the traits of someone being cocky is boastful or show offish, often dismisses criticism or acts like they know everything, can belittle others to seem superior, needs attention or validation, may exaggerate achievements. An example of that, I don't need advice. I already know I'm the best here. That's an example. And again, the key differences between the two is if you're confident, that means you're self-assured, you build others up, you're calm and you're grounded, and you have inner belief. If you believe you're cocky, like Petit laughing. I'm telling you, like, I've been wanting to talk about this for so long because man, oh man, on this internet, on this internet, on this internet. On this internet, baby. On this internet, baby. Okay, cocky. If you consider yourself cocky, or if you have these actions, arrogance. You put others down. You're putting others down. Braggy and you're defensive, and your outer posturing. So listen. If you consider yourself cocky, I don't know. What do y'all think? If you consider yourself cocky, like, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, you just consider yourself cocky, but that's, I don't know. Maybe there needs to be some growth there because, listen, I don't know. I'm gonna end the poll. I'll end the poll maybe 30 minutes in, just to see. Man, it was hard for me to choose confident. Even I'm confident in some things. Okay, because you're very humble, right? You're very, very humble. You're very, very humble. So everybody don't have that humbleness in them. That means you're humble. That means you're humble. And like you said, I'm like you. I can barely even say I'm 100% confident, especially when it comes to being on this platform. I can barely say that, let alone being cocky about it. It's no way I can be cocky about something. Oh, y'all, there's my twin. Y'all see my twin? My handsome twin. Y'all see my handsome twin? Definitely Life with T and Bree. Okay, Chevy said he connected to y'all. Definitely not overall. Right, Crystal, same here. So it's like, man, you come across so many things on this platform and so many different personalities and stuff, which is fine. Now, some people might act cocky just for the entertainment purposes. Do y'all think some people act cocky for entertainment purposes? Answer that for me, y'all. Do y'all think some people act cocky for entertainment purposes, or do you think they are cocky? What do y'all think? Same here from Chevy. Hey, Chevy, thank you so much. We'll do the same. Yes, I do. So some people do. You think some people on Life with T is laughing and Chevy said, yes, Lord. But listen, some really are like that on here and in real life. Sometimes you can possibly tell who's playing it just for the entertainment purposes, and sometimes you can tell. If y'all ever think I show any cockiness, it's definitely for entertainment purposes, because baby, I'm far from any cocky. Like you said, T, I'm barely confident when it comes to this YouTube stuff overall. And there may be, now I feel like I'm confident in life overall, but it could be some things in life where I'm not so confident in as well. So cocky is a far, far stretch for this girl right here. It's a far, far stretch for this girl right here. Like, a far, far stretch. But for sure, like, I don't know. What's good, Crystal? Hey, Ryan. Ryan. So I put the poll up, but I just ran down the difference between being cocky and confident. So listen, I don't know what you feel yourself is, but cocky don't sound too good to me. But you know, if you're cocky, you're cocky. Stand on that. Anybody that feel like they're cocky, stand on it. Once you feel like you cocky, all you can do is stand on it. All you can do is stand on it. I learned that YouTube will humble you. Absolutely, I'm confident. You have to know yourself. There you go. I like that. I love that. Because there's no way in hell I can be cocky. Like, I'm not even, my full confidence for YouTube is not even here yet. So, it's no way in HELL. Cocky is when you talk and can't back it up. Listen, I just ran down a definition. Do you want to hear it again? Do you want to hear the definition of cocky, Ryan? Let me know. Let me know in the chat if you want me to run it down again. Yeah. Okay, so cocky. So if you consider yourself cocky, the layman's definition is overestimating your abilities in a way that can come off as arrogant or dismissive, right? The traits of being cocky are boastful or show offish, often dismisses criticism or acts like they know everything, can belittle others to seem superior, needs attention or validation, or may exaggerate achievements. That's the layman's definition of being cocky. So, yeah. Angel said some people will put that cocky label on others because of their own insecurities. I guess it's a matter of opinion. That's true. That's good, Angel. You're right. I'm gonna pin that. Let me pin that. I like that. I like that, Angel. You're right. I like that. I don't. Can y'all see the pin message, the pin statement? Yes, Angel. Ryan, I just connected with you. I agree. A know-it-all is the worst. Yeah, yeah. It's a difference between a know-it-all and someone who actually sits there and they really know and they watch and they read and they do. It's a difference. I'm not talking about the people who actually care about things and before they actually talk about it, right? That's not what that is. Like, that's different. Because some people actually do their research and stuff like that before they, before they start talking about things. But some people just act like they know everything. And yeah, do your own homework. Do your own homework. You're right. But it's definitely a difference. I'm humble. I observe a lot. Okay, I like that. I like that, Ryan. I like that, Ryan. Yeah, but yeah, man, that was something I've been wanting to talk about for a while, but I just never did it. So I decided to hop on here and talk about it now. It's never too late, right? Never too late. But yeah, y'all, I listen a bunch too, and I will sit and listen for a while. Got it, got it, got it, got it. Life with T. But yeah, man, y'all. How's your day going though? My day is going good. I won't complain. I won't complain. I won't complain. I did have something irritate me a little bit earlier, but it's okay. I'm still alive, right? I'm still alive. It didn't off me out of here. I'm still alive. Those things show up over time. Clock it, life with T. Life, yep. But man, oh man, yeah, that's something I've been wanting to talk about for a while, y'all. But so let me hop on here now and see who's on here, and we talk about it right now. But some people will probably won't even admit that they feel like. Some people might not even know that they're being cocky. Some people may not know what is mess with Crystal, huh? Let me find out. What you talking about, Chevy? What's going on? Somebody put something in the chat or something? Like, yep. You said what is mess with Crystal? Oh, who you mean to say? Are you talking Texan? Who is messing with Crystal? Oh, nobody's messing with me. Nobody's messing with me. Not a person. It was just something that irritated me. I feel like you have to know the person in order to know if they're. Yeah, that's true too. That's why I'm asking like, do you feel like, do you feel like you're cocky or whatever? Don't judge a book by its cover. Yeah, you right. What's the word? What's going on, dang Mo? Straight go. Yes, Ryan. It takes time. Y'all see my twin? Y'all see my twin? That's my twin. Looking all mean. That's my twin, y'all. Yes, Ryan. It takes time, but I love people who celebrate themselves and love on themselves out loud. So I love confident. Yes, I love confident people. I love confident people. I love confident people. I do too. But there's a line to be drawn. When you have some of those other traits of being a cocky person, I can't get with that. I definitely can't get with that. It's a line to be drawn. But like what T said, I do feel like for you to know if another person is cocky, you probably would have to know them for a long period. Because some people are cocky and they stand on it. Some people are cocky and they stand on it. My thing is, if you are cocky, stand on it. If you cocky, you cocky. You just got some terrible traits. If you cocky, you cocky. You just got some bad traits on you. That's it. I mean, it's a difference between the two. It's a difference between the two. A whole big difference between the two. Yes, it's definitely nothing wrong with celebrating yourself at all. I celebrate the little teeny accomplishments. So yes, celebrate yourself in all aspects of your life. Celebrate yourself in all aspects of your life. Always. You should. You should. But the traits of a cocky person that I just read to y'all, if you have some of those traits, those are not so good traits. Right? So I don't know. I don't know. You can't think you know everything because nobody knows everything, right? None of us know everything. None of us know everything. We should be able to, especially as grown-ass adults, be able to have feedback on something that we may have an opinion on. And, someone else's opinion may be different, and be able to just talk about it and not feel like you're right. Because two opinions can be wrong. An opinion is an opinion, right? So if you're having some opinion conversation with someone else, but you feel like you're so right, that's cocky. That's being cocky. That's being cocky. That's why I say it's two different things. It's two different things, right? Facts. Two opinions. For Chevy said right with the 100s. Ryan said facts. Two opinions can be wrong. Angel said, I think these traits are debatable because people misinterpret those traits sometimes showing up. That's true too, Angel. You're right. That's why I said if it's another person that you're thinking is cocky, is it a person that you've known for quite a while? Or is it a person that you just met? Is it a person that you've known for a while, or is it a person that you just met? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get what you're saying. You right, Angel. It's a battle though. Sometimes folks will approach you as if you don't know things you are well versed in. Yeah, that's true. That's true too. And that's what I mean about some of the traits that I just read to y'all of being a cocky person versus confident. Versus confidence. It's two different things, and it can definitely be misinterpreted on both sides. So yeah. Hey, Pat's Kitchen, two totally different things. It is. That's why I'm asking, which one do you think you are? And I read down to y'all just the layman's definition of it. You can label it what you want. You can say how you feel and what you want, but I just read to you the layman's definition of it, right? Assuming you don't know, right? Hey, Anthony, I gotta get used to this A2R, girl. I gotta get used to this A2R. Showing up confident, bothersome insecurities. That's true too. That's true too. Now, that's true too. I agree with that, Angel. I totally agree with that. You are right. Cocky is when you show off and boast. I just read that's what it said in the definition. Cocky is when you show off and boast about material stuff and whatever else you idle. That's that's kind of one of the definitions that was in there too, Brian. Thank you for the emojis, Pat. Chill. No, leave Pat alone, Chevy. Leave Pat alone. She like putting the emojis in. It's okay, Chevy. Let Pat do her thing. Hi, beautiful. Hey, Lori girl. How you doing? Hey, SS gang. Angel. That's true. Yep. Yeah. Angel is right about that. Listen. Hey. SS. Hey, Chevy added. See it. I like emojis too. Hello, Pat. Chevy was like, chill out. Chill out. But yeah, Chevy, she okay. She's okay. She like putting the emojis. She like putting the emojis. That is true. Yeah, Angel is right. Yes, Angel. All a matter of opinion. Yes, I agree with that. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%, y'all. But yeah, it's just a conversation I've been wanting to have, and I just finally decided to just talk about it now. But y'all see my twin? Y'all see my twin? That's my little twin. That's my twin, y'all. That's my 4-year-old son, y'all. If y'all never met him, that's my 4-year-old son. Congrats on. Thank you, model. I appreciate it. Model disconnected with you. As long as a person is nice, they can pop their shit and think whatever they want about themselves. Yeah, as long as they nice. Some people are not nice, Angel. Some people are not nice, though. Some people are not nice. I like that you put that. Some people are not nice. That's the thing. Some people are not nice. Okay? So, yeah. I definitely agree with that. Listen, like I said, I celebrate small accomplishments. So, you're supposed to celebrate yourself in all aspects of your life when you have accomplishments and goals met. You're supposed to. I agree with that 1,000%. But some people are not nice. That's the problem. That's the problem. Some people are not nice. And that's just it. Your twin's so cute. Thank you, Life with T. Thank you, Chevy. Let me get you back. Confident has its place just as being cocky has its place. Yeah, it's two different things. So before y'all came on, I read the two different definitions of both. If y'all want to hear it again, let me know. I read it's two totally different things. So that's why I asked, do you feel like you're cocky or you're confident? That's a question. It's just a question. It's just a question. Do you feel like you're confident or cocky? Do you feel like, which one do you feel like you are? And that's why I read the two differences of the definitions. Hey, that's me, Jamaican nephew. All congratulations. You're welcome. Thank you. Antonese. Oh my God, I keep calling you Antonese. I gotta get this A2R in check. There is a time to pop your ish though. A time and place for everything. I won't even lie. Real talk, sis. This is a tough conversation. Is it? Is it really? Do y'all want to hear the two definitions? Let me know for those that's coming in. Do y'all want to hear the two definitions again? Let me know. So and then y'all can go from there. Let me know if y'all want to hear the two definitions. The two different definitions. Because this world also where people are struggling with the difference between accountability and judgment. Oh, that's a good one. Girl, my name. I know, but do you want me to say A2R or Antonese? I try to respect what you want to be called. That's what everyone called me. I just changed my display. All right, got you. Yes, I want to hear it. So Pat says she want to hear the two different definitions of the two. Let's see. Please be. Okay. I got y'all. I read it in the beginning, but some of y'all just coming in. All right, so I'm going to just do the traits. The traits of a confident person. The traits of a confident person, right? Humble but self-assured. Open to feedback and growth. Respects others. She said, Crystal, you doing too much. Anthony said, I got you, Anthony. I got you. All right, let me start over. The traits of a confident person. Humble, but self-assured. Open to feedback and growth. Respects others' opinions and successes. doesn't need constant validation, inspires and uplifts others, right? That's the traits of a confident person. The traits of a cocky person is boastful or show offish, often dismisses criticism or acts like they know everything, can belittle others or seem superior, needs attention or validation, and they may exaggerate their achievements. So those are the two different traits under each one. So let me know if y'all heard what I said and y'all got it. So there is a big difference. It's a big difference. I love a confident person. 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 But cocky is a little bit on the, I don't know. It's like you said, it's a tough conversation, Anthony's. It's a tough conversation because some people may exude some of those cocky traits but don't feel like they're cocky. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's just a conversation though. I mean. So those are the different traits for each one. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? If y'all need to hear it again, let me know. But read the second one again. Okay. So the traits of a cocky person: boastful or show offish, often dismisses criticism or acts like they know everything, can belittle others to seem superior, needs attention or validation, and they may exaggerate their achievements. Please, I got a call. Yeah, I just did it for you. Let me know if you need to hear it again. It's fine. Example: a person can be cocky with their work skills and word, but also live a confident life. I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah, a person can be cocky when it comes to their achievements. Yeah, direct opposites. It's direct opposites. The definition of it is direct opposites, and I think a lot of people don't understand that, Anthony's. A lot of people don't understand. It's two different things. So that's why I'm like, if you exude some of the traits of a cocky person, stand on that. If you cocky, you cocky. Shit. If you here I go cussing. If you cocky, you cocky. But stay over there away from me. I don't need a cocky person around me. You know what I'm saying? Example: a person can be cocky, but okay, I already said that. It really is a tough subject because of perception of others. Yeah, work, right, SS. Oh wow, it's like they are direct opposites, Anthony's. They are. Yes, SS. I don't believe I'm cocky at all, but I'm sure there will be people who would disagree with me. I don't think you cocky. You just be talking your stuff. And there will be people who would disagree with me, and they are entitled to their opinions. Everything is a matter of opinion, I suppose. Yeah, Angel, you do not show me cocky at all. It's the people that be on your videos is people that don't agree with what you said. So of course they're gonna say that you're cocky because you're confident in what you're saying. So bump them people. Bump them people. If you're speaking of as far as your content that you put on YouTube. No. You're not cocky when it comes to that. Like I just said earlier, opinions can clash, right? Opinions can clash. I wish we could all just have a difference of opinion and nobody clashes, but that's just not the real world, right? That's not the real world. We can't have difference of opinions, and sometimes people have difference of opinions and they clash, and I don't understand why, but it's life and it's real world and it happens. That's what this whole thing is about. We cannot have our own opinions without somebody coming at us like we're acting like we're right. Opinion is an opinion. A fact is a fact. Unfortunately, some people with opinions think their opinions are facts. But, and like I was asking earlier, some people, like for YouTube and other platforms, sometimes people do use that as entertainment. Sometimes people pretend to act like they're cocky for entertainment purposes. So that's okay. Right? But no, there are also people on here that's just very cocky. Remember the definition. That are very cocky in real life and on here. Life with T laughing. I'm both. SS said he both. Okay, I'm staying. Hey, that's what's up. If that's what you are, that's what you are. Angel, that's what I am saying. It's perception. And it may be the person and not you. Yeah, true. But we're not talking about how people see us. It's more of how we see ourselves, correct? Yeah. Yeah. The question that I'm asking, like, how do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? As cocky or confident? I think so, SS. It's just bleeding over to how people see it. Yeah, the question is asked, do you feel as though you are cocky or confident? Do you feel as though you are cocky or confident? It's not so much worrying about what others think, you know? And my thing is this, I read it down to you. If you feel like you cocky, you just cocky. Now, some of those cocky traits are not all that good to me, but who am I? I'm just me. You're you. If you're cocky, stand on the fact that you're cocky. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. If you cocky, you cocky. It is what it is. If you cocky, you cocky. It is what it is, okay? But SSU had said earlier, like, some people may be cocky when it comes to their work ethics. Hey, I think that's a good thing because you know your stuff, right? That might not be so bad when it comes to that. I'm cocky in certain areas and confident in other areas. I'm telling the truth. I believe you. Listen, you know who you are. You know who you are, SS gang, and you're supposed to know who you are. You're supposed to know who you are. Right? So, hey, you're supposed to know who you are. So, hey, you stand on it. You standing on the fact that you cocky. So, hey, it is what it is. And you said some areas, so it may not be to the point where, like, some of the traits that I read, like belittling others and stuff like that, that may not be you. You may not belittle others. That was just some of the traits that, in definition terms, a cocky person has when they're cocky. Belittling others, thinking they know everything. I don't think it's just about your work. I think that means probably think you know everything, period. And nobody can tell you nothing. Like, nobody can give you feedback. Nobody can have a difference of opinion than you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But you can definitely be cocky in some areas and confident in other areas. And again, it's all about how do you feel you are. It's not so much in worrying about what somebody else thinks you are, But like what T said, it ended up being that conversation, but it's not that. What do you think you are? Cocky or confident? Or both? Or both, like SS said, he's both, and he's in some areas and confident in other areas. So yeah. But yeah, okay, we got 14 votes. I'm gonna end the vote in like 2 more minutes. But I just wanted to hop on here and say that I'm not gonna be on here that long, y'all. I am not gonna be on here that long. Cause this conversation, it could get deep, but I don't want it to get that deep. It's just a question is, how do you feel you are? How do you feel like you're cocky or confident? Cocky or confident? We don't want it to get too deep now. Not at all. So less than a minute, I'm gonna end the poll. But SS, you can only answer one, but you already told us in the chat that you feel like you're both. So. And look, I appreciate y'all for the ones that did come in here and talk about it, because some people won't even expound on this type of topic. I wonder why, but some people won't even talk about this topic. Because it is a deep topic. But it's all about how you feel about yourself too. How do you feel about yourself? Okay, so here we go. Let's see the poll, y'all. Okay, 93%. 93% said confident, and 7% said cocky. Okay. Like what T said, I am absolutely certain now after hearing the definition. Confident in certain areas, and that degree varies in the areas. Some extremely confident, others not so much. Got it. So do you feel like so you don't feel like you're cocky in any area, like with T? It's just it's all confident, and in some areas you're not confident at all, or in some areas you're confident, in some areas you're cocky. If you don't mind, like expounding on that real quick before I end the live. Because I know you said it earlier, so I'm just wondering, like, do you feel like you're cocky in some areas, or you're not cocky at all, and you're saying that you are confident in a lot of areas, but in some areas you're not even fully confident? Because that's where I stand with myself when it comes to like certain, like this YouTube stuff. I don't. I'm be honest with y'all. I don't feel like I'm fully confident when it comes to this YouTube stuff. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there, honey. I ain't stopping. Do y'all think accomplishments plays a part in this? For some people, possibly. SS gang, I think it depends on each individual person. Possibly, SS gang. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying maybe, possibly. I meant approaching highly confident is work. Oh, I got you, Life with T. Okay. Hey, Faye. Hey, Crystal. Hey, everyone in the chat, in the bush. Thank you so much, Faye. Thank you so much. I'm ready to hop off here in a minute. I just had this question that I want to come on here and talk about real quick. Whether do you feel like you're confident or cocky? And I did read the two different definitions and the traits of each one, just so you can get the gist. But it's basically me asking you, what do you feel about yourself? But this conversation could go further, but we're not going to do that in here today. That's not what this is, But yeah, I was just wondering. But SS, what you just said, do y'all think accomplishments play? Yeah, SS in some cases probably. For if you feel that about yourself, right? If you feel that about yourself, bump what anybody else think about you. Bump what anybody else think about you. Bump what anybody else think about you. It's all about how you feel about yourself. I have so much to say, but it may be lost in translation. Cockiness is being insecure are both things that can be highly debatable. Yes. And see, Angel, I know you are a debatable person. So yes. Yeah, let's not do that here. Angel, you're definitely a debatable person. The question is only for how do you feel about yourself. Now, if you want to debate that about yourself, you can. If you want to talk about it in reference to yourself, you can. Go ahead. Let's do it. Go ahead. Highest confidence in work and money subjects, less confident and struggling in other areas like that. Okay. Exactly. Faye said, I'm definitely confident. I hate cocky people because they scream insecure, jealous. Faye? Okay. I can't go through this life worrying about what others think of me. They live rent free in your mind that way. Yeah, that's why I said it's something. How do you feel about yourself? Bump the other people. Bump what anybody else think about you. The question is, the question was, I already ended the poll. Do you feel like you're cocky or confident? And I read you the definition of both. And that's just it. That's just it for me. That's true, SS. But yeah, I love when Angel, this is the thing. I love when you get going. I love it. So listen, if you want to go ahead and say that in here, go ahead. You're welcome. You're welcome to talk about it. Okay. That's true, SS. Hello, beautiful lady. Hey, Tracy's Local Learners. How you feeling today? 76-100. No, I was saying people interpretations of those things. Yeah, but that's why I read the definition. That's why I read the definition, Angel, because I wanted people to know that it's two different. It's two totally different things. Two totally different things. And when Antonice was up here, she said, "Wow, it's two different definitions." Yes, it's two different definitions. And the cocky traits, the cocky traits are, confidence is confidence is quiet, cocky is loud. Got you. Yes, Faith. Faith. Peace. I'm doing great. Thanks. How are you doing? I won't complain, Tracy's. I love this topic, right? Yeah, it is. It's a good topic. I've been wanting to talk about it, but I kind of forgot. And I looked in my things that I had written down, and it was on there. And I said, let me get on here and talk about this today. That's true, Angel. Be example. A person that's outspoken can be looked at as being. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Let me pin that. That's true. That's true. A person that's outspoken can be looked at as being cocky or confident. So that's the thing. We're not worried about what others' perception of you is. It's all about what do you feel like you are in this situation here, what I'm talking about right now. Again, bump the other people what they think about you. Or do you feel like you're that type of person? Do you feel like you're cocky or do you feel like you're confident? You know? Ryan, I'm proudly a bit of both. Okay, Tracy, that's what I said. Stand on that. Stand, Tracy. Like I said earlier, if you feel like you cocky in some way, stand on that. Stand on that, Tracy. Hello, Yaya. Yaya. SS Gang Facts. Welcome, Yaya. Welcome, welcome to Crystal's World. Greetings, Crystal. Hey, Corey. So, Corey, the poll question was, do you feel like you're confident or cocky? Do you feel like you're confident or you're in the background? So if you can answer it, go ahead and answer it and let us know. Okay, Angel B said, I understand the definition, but people's interpretation of those definitions are debatable. It's hard for me to articulate a definition as concrete. People's interpretation of the definition are not. Got it. Okay, Angel. Y'all see what Angel said? Q was good. I'm in the background. I can be both depending on the situation. Okay. Stand on that. Yeah, stand on. It's all about what you feel about yourself, right? So if you feel like you're cocky in some ways, stand on that. If you feel like you're confident, that's wonderful. That's awesome. Hey, Corey. I definitely feel you on that, Angel. Yes, indeed, Angel. Agree wholeheartedly with that. Yes. So yeah, but interpretation is it interpretation of yourself though? That's what I'm saying. It's not about what others think of you. That's the thing here. It's not about what others think of you. It's about what you think of yourself. I can't do the cocky thing. Ryan, okay, I'm down. I've been humbled many times in my life. And let me say this. I don't know. Maybe this is just a maybe because I don't know. Maybe some folks have not maybe been through enough things in life to really understand that they should be humble. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, right? I'm just saying, let's just put that in there a little bit. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. So Ryan, you're saying that you don't do the cocky thing, period, because you've been humbled too many times. So, listen. I've been humbled many times in my life. I thought you was battling BFF. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Jerry. Hey, top to bottom hair and skincare. Hello, everyone. Just checking on y'all. Hello, Jerry. Ryan Clifton. Hey, Tracy's. Yeah, so I don't know, y'all. Again, this can be a deep topic. This can definitely be a deep topic. But I'm only gonna be here for an hour, so I don't want to get that deep into it. Again, like I said, it's just about what you feel about yourself. Being humbled creates confidence. Yes, and I love that. I love that, as it should. As it should. So what you're saying is, you could possibly be cocky in some areas, But once you're humble in that situation, then you switch over to being confident and not so cocky about it. Right? Is Tracy? Let me know if that's what you're saying. Like you could be cocky about something, right? But then once you're humbled in that situation, you in turn realize you've been humbled in whatever that situation is. And then it goes from being cocky to now let me calm down a little bit. And then you just end up being you're confident in that. I mean, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It was just something I had written down, or one of the topics that I wanted to talk about, y'all. Is that's all. That's all. That's all. You know. Oh, you want me to battle BFF? No problem. I can deal with both as long as they truly know their stuff. I know cocky people that I still admire in their knowledge. Yes, okay, I like that. It's weird. Like what T said, it's weird. SS Gang said 76 facts. This is complicated. It's not complicated because it's really all in what you feel about yourself. But we're turning it into what you may feel about others, or what others may feel about you. It's all about what you feel about yourself. Do you feel like you're confident, or do you feel like you're cocky? And I ran down the traits of both. So there it's really not that complicated, y'all. In this chat here. I don't want it to be complicated anyway. But I get it, I get it. Sometimes you have a topic and the conversation can go further than you really want it to. You know what I'm saying? There's a way to be confident without being cocky, and confidence brings out the cocky. I don't know about that. Maybe, I don't know. It possibly, yeah. Real recognize real. Ryan laughing. Even extremely cocky people can still be humble and listen to learn from others. I guess, yeah, maybe some. People may feel someone is cocky just off looks, which is crazy. Oh yeah, now that is crazy. That's crazy because you can have the most good-looking person and be most insecure. So that's definitely crazy. If you are someone who looks at somebody else and thinks because they're beautiful that they're cocky, no, that's not the case. Do you know how many beautiful people in the world on the outside are very insecure? So no, I definitely don't. That's definitely not me. I know there are so many beautiful insecure people. So listen, if you look at someone's beauty on the outside and think that they're cocky, it's something wrong with you. If you literally look at someone's beauty, just their beauty alone, right? And you just gonna say that they're cocky, that's crazy. That's crazy. You need to check yourself when it comes to that. Because there's so many beautiful people. There's so many beautiful people that are very insecure and they're not cocky at all. They lack self-confidence, right? So yeah, if you look at a beautiful person and think that they're cocky off of looks, that's crazy. My mind just starts taking it all over the place. It's okay. In the same breath, confident people can be a-holes sometimes. That's true too. Clock that T. Clock that T, SS Gang. You just clocked some T. I know ugly, cocky people. See, look, stop. Don't do that. Don't do that, SS Gang, okay? Ryan said, right. Never judge a book by its cover. Gang laughing. That screams insecure of you based that one. Hold on. That screams insecure if you base that on one look. Yeah, that's crazy. That means you're looking at a beautiful person and you're being insecure about yourself. If you think that just because that person is beautiful on the outside, you're assuming that they're cocky. That's crazy. That's definitely not true, y'all. That's not true at all. Ryan Tracy's, I agree. 76, yes. Michael T says exactly. Yeah, that's not true at all. Don't judge a book by its cover. That's true. Like, that's a true statement. Heard it all my life. That's a true statement. It's a true statement. As you get older, you realize that's true. Do not judge a book by its cover. Shoot, that could go into a lot of things. That could go into you comparing yourself with somebody else and all that. Y'all know I don't like that. I don't like comparing myself to others at all. You compare yourself to yourself. You compete with yourself, not nobody else. Like, and that's where I stand on that. You compete with yourself. Compete with yourself, not nobody else. Tracy said, the most loving, intelligent people I have met are homeless. I believe it. The person you're judging is the person God is trying to get you a blessing through. Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk. That's why I said this conversation could get deep. I don't want it to get. It could go into so many other conversations, right? But it was just a question to for yourself. The person you're judging. Okay. Facts, Tracy. Tracy, say that again. Tracy's the prayer hands and the star. Tracy's, I agree. I obtained a lot of knowledge from homeless people. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like you never judge a book by its cover. You never judge a book by its cover. Round 100. And it be up, and if we get into that, I don't want to get too much into that. It could be the person that has the least that has confidence, and the person that you may think have the most that lacks self-confidence. So, but some people that appear to have the most could appear to be cocky or maybe act cocky, but it could be because they're battling things. So they, again, it goes to the traits. It goes through the traits of being a cocky person. Like you just never know. So that's why I only ask for yourself. That's why I only ask for yourself. So what Angel was saying earlier makes a lot of sense. Like what Angel was saying earlier makes a lot of sense. Okay. Keeping it 100. I've learned that most from the people who have the least. Clock it. But clock that T Ryan. And like I said, this could go into a lot of things, but listen, we don't want to go there today. We don't want to go there today. This could go into a lot of different types of conversations, but we're going to keep it at the hour mark. We are 8 minutes away from the hour mark. We're going to keep it away from all those extra conversations because it could really, 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 really get deep. It could really, really get deep. So, yeah, man. Get your watch hours. Yeah, I had topics written down, y'all. And that was one of the topics that I had written down from months ago. And I never talked about it. So listen, we're here talking about it right now. And I appreciate y'all. So much. Ryan said, keep going. I'll stick in. Oh, Ryan, you so sweet. Great conversation. Great conversation. It is. But it could get deeper and I don't want to. Miss Do It Yourself. Hey, beautiful. How you doing, Miss Do It Yourself? How are you? Tracy speaking to Miss Do It Yourself. How are you? Homelessness is normally about mental health, not inability or lack of education. So yes, homeless people normally have compassion and grace because they've experienced the harshest traumas. Yep, Angel. You hit it on the nose, Angel. You hit that on the nose. I totally agree with that. Hello at Tracy's Local Learnings. Angel Boomerang. Yep, Angel right. She's right about that. This was a great topic. Thank you, Life with T. And I had it in the stash, y'all. I had it in the stash, and I'm just now talking about it today. It's been on my list of topics to talk about for months, y'all. That's crazy. I am well. How are you? I won't complain, Miss Do It Yourself. I won't complain. How are you? I want to know how you are. Hopping on here in Crystal's World. I appreciate you for being here. I surely do. So Ryan wants me to stay, y'all. Let's talk about something else because what y'all had for lunch today? What y'all had for lunch today? Because that topic can go deeper and deeper and deeper, but I don't want it to go there. I just wanted it to be a question for you to ask yourself if you feel like you're cocky or confident. Those other topics could be separate topics. Like what you feel about others. Like we ain't worrying about that. We ain't worrying about what others think of you, right? We not worrying about what others think of you. I am well. How are you, beautiful? Awesome viewpoints from other. Yes, everybody had great viewpoints. I thank y'all for y'all viewpoints. This is what I love here. I love for people to have differences of opinions and nobody's going back and forth in the opinions, y'all. That's what I love for this chat here. We can have differences of opinions, right? And leave it at that. Is where we all have our own opinions on it and our standpoint and how we feel and things like that. And I love that. I love that. I have a list, but second guess myself regarding how it would be. And listen, Tracy, that's probably why it took me so long to do this. But I went in the stash today and I was like, let me just talk about this today. So yeah, do that, Tracy. Go ahead and talk, girl. Ryan says, hummus and pretzels. If that's all you wanted, Ryan. Engagement was real. Yeah, I appreciate the engagement on this topic, y'all. Because I noticed it's a deep topic. It could go deeper and deeper, and it could add on other conversations. But yeah, I wanted to keep it level. I wanted to keep it level, right? Do y'all ever think about a topic and then think people will take it wrong? Yeah, and that's yeah. Life with T, yes. But life with T, I feel like. Let me tell you something. Real odds have talked about that. Real odds and evens have said. I wish he was here now so he could tell y'all. Real odds have said that he's had people inbox him to ask him, was he talking about them? And my thing on that is, if somebody talks about a topic on their channel and you feel like they're coming at you, then you must feel that way about yourself. If you go to a chat and it's a conversation being had and that's what the host wants to talk about and you take it personal, then you must be what they're talking about. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. T said yes. I mean, Ryan said T, yes. I only mention others because others normally label people as cocky. Most people wouldn't consider themselves cocky. That's a label someone else gives you. That's the thing, and that's true. So this is why, Angel, you're right? And this is why I ran down the two different definitions. There were a few of y'all in here that said y'all didn't even realize that it was two different definitions. And so this is why I ran down the traits of both. You are so right. Other people will label other people cocky, and some people will never understand and realize that they are cocky because they're just being themselves, right? So this is why I read down the two different traits of each, because it's two different things. It's two different things, right? But yes, Angel, I agree. 76, those be the best topics that should be talked about. Right. Angel, I feel you. Faith and Corey and T, Crystal Bestie. Hey, Bree. Insecure. Angel, preach. Bree. Yeah. But yeah, if you go into somebody else's chat and they're talking about something and you feel like it's about you, why would you feel like it's about you? Why would a person feel like it's about them going into somebody's random chat, right? Going into somebody's random chat, even if it's somebody that you normally go into their chat, why would you feel like they're talking about you? What reason would you feel like somebody is talking about you if they ain't said your name, they ain't pointed you out, they ain't did none of that? Why would you feel like somebody talking about you? Why would you feel like that? Hey, classic car guy, how you doing today? Exactly, ditch the ego. Yeah, that's definitely somebody with some ego and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why people would do that. Think that someone is talking about them personally, going into somebody's chat, and they're talking about a specific topic. Thank you, Bree Bree. SS with the salute. Oh, he's saluting SS. Classic car guy is saluting SS. But yeah, man, don't do that, y'all. Don't go into people's live streams and take it personal. If the person ain't talking directly to you, they're just speaking on a topic. But again, if you're a person who takes something personal going into a chat, maybe you feel like that's you. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know that answer. I don't know. Classic car speaking to Bree. Bree is speaking to Classic. But yeah, y'all, don't do that. So yeah, that was the topic for today, y'all. It's been in the clutch, and I just decided to talk about it today. Sometimes things hit a person's spirit that they need to see or hear, and instead of accepting it or digesting it in a positive way, they tend to say that person is talking about me, which is so lame. Let me read that again. SS gang, clock the T. Sometimes things hit a person's spirit that they need to see or hear, and instead of accepting it or digesting it in a positive way, they tend to say that person is talking about me, which is so lame. I'm getting ready to pin that. I'm pinning that because that's so true. That is so true. I think that is true, because why would you think somebody's talking about you? They're just on their channel just talking about a topic. They didn't tag you in the they didn't tag you in the title and say this is for you. They didn't tag you in the title and say this is for you. That's not what happened. That's just something they decided to talk about that day. But yes, SS gang. Listen, I would say so. I would definitely say so. Like, cause that's insane. That is insane. But yeah, y'all, where's Ryan at? Ryan wanted me to stay here longer. Is Ryan, are you still here? Let's talk about something, Ryan. You want me to stay longer? I was getting ready to get off. But if you're not still here, I'm ready to get off. I said I was going to do an hour on this topic. So I was going to do an hour on this topic because, listen, like I said, I ain't realized how deep it was, but it was so many entities that can be talked about when it comes to this topic. So many different layers. But I was specifically asking you guys, how do you feel about yourself, right? Do you feel like you're confident or cocky? Because it's two different layman's definitions of the two, right? They are not the same. They are not the same. Just in case you didn't know, a few people didn't realize it was two different definitions. So it's two different definitions. But yeah, y'all, we are at the hour and 3-minute mark. So I'm getting ready to get off of here. Ryan asked me to stay, but I don't even see Ryan in the chat no more. I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to get up off of here. I may come back live later. I'm not 100% sure. But listen, that topic was in the clutch, and I just hopped on here and talked about it. But I thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate all the engagement talking about this topic. Everybody had difference of opinions, and we were able to get through those opinions, and and that's it. And I love that. I love that. But listen, CGs, I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. And I will see you guys later. Peace and blessings to all. Y'all have a good day. Nice seeing you all. All right. Thank you, y'all. See y'all later, y'all.